Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Prize Picks video. We're talking about Thursday Night Football, Packers, Lions. This one actually is shaping up to look like a pretty good game. Both these teams off to a pretty good start in this division. Both look like right now could be competing to win this division, actually. This game has a 46-point total, so I'd say a little higher than average. 1.5 point favorites for the Lions in this game. If I were betting straight on this game, I would probably take the over on points and an alternate spread of 6 or 7 points in favor of the Lions. I think this game's going to be 28-20 Lions would be my prediction. So kind of based off of that information, we're going to make some of these picks here for you guys to consider. But I'm just one guy giving out picks that I like here for people to consider. If you want picks for Prize Picks on all other sports and a ton of football picks, definitely sign up for the Discord here. It's less than $1 per day with the monthly plan here, and if you subscribe right now and use code 10BACK, you're going to get $10 off, so it's really going to be $15 a month, 50 cents per day to get access to a ton of Cappers picks. Over here in the Discord, you could see people talking all day about football over here. And then you could see all these people winning big. We got to scroll all the way back to see the big wins from NFL last week. And there were a ton of them, people winning big off of our picks. So get over here in the Discord. You get $10 off. It'll be linked down below. So now let's get into the first pick here. We're going to Jordan Love, but we're not going to take his passing stats here. Obviously, after a huge game comeback in week 3, some of these numbers are up there, 233 is what he needs in this one. A little high. For me, I'm going to the rush yards on the over of 16.5. I do think Packers are going to be behind. We could see did not get this in his first game against Chicago, but easily got it versus Atlanta and New Orleans. I think he's going to have to be running a good amount, and he's looked pretty good running the ball. So taking this one, 16.5 seems like a fair line over here. The sportsbooks like it too. You can see it opened up at just 14.5, went as high as 16.5, but a lot of these sportsbooks have it here over -114, -120, -125. So sportsbooks like this one as well. We're going to be locking him in, and then we're going to go to one of his receivers here. It's going to be Jayden Reed here, the rookie. Receptions, we're actually going to take the under on this one. He's had a good start, 2 in the first game, 4, then 3. So he's only hit this in 1, pushed 1 time. A lot of sportsbooks have this at -3.5, but like -180 to go under 3.5. So we like that. Also, we're banking on this news to happen ahead of time. So we do post these picks in the Discord before the video is out, so you can get them before the lines change as well. It looks like Aaron Jones is going to be playing and Christian Watson is going to be back in this game at wide receiver. So that's just going to mean less targets across the board for Jayden Reed. I don't know if sportsbooks have accounted for those guys being in, but it looks like they're going to be in right now. So Jayden Reed, probably going to be the 3rd or maybe even 4th wide receiver on this team, or 5th if you count the tight end here, Musgrave, as a better option than him. But you have Christian Watson, Romeo Dubes. You also have Dentavion Wicks, who has done pretty well this season, 45 and 40 in the first 2 games. So there's a lot to go around here in the passing game now with Aaron Jones and Christian Watson expected back as well. So taking the under on Jayden Reed catches seems like a good play. You can also pull this up on Outlier to show you what I was talking about. Under 3.5 catches, -160 on DraftKings. And Pinnacle's not on here, but it's -162 on Pinnacle, and that's my favorite sportsbooks for following the odds. So they really like under 3.5, and I'm going to be rolling with that one. All right, now we're coming over to the Lions. Jared Goff here. Pretty high passing yards, 254.5, but we're going to be taking the over. Outlier has this one at 255.5. It opened at 260.5, so getting some pretty good savings right now at 254.5. So we definitely like this one for Goff. Think he's in for a big game. You can see his last 3 games, 243, 323, 253, so barely missed it in the first game. And in this game that Detroit won 20-6, he didn't have to do that much. I think he's going to have to do more to stay ahead of the Packers in this one, put up more than 20 points. So in a low-scoring game for the Lions with just 20 points, he still got 243. I think 255 is definitely doable, and he definitely can actually even smash this. And you can see in a tight game against Seattle, they threw 58% of the time. And then a game versus the Falcons, they only threw 52% of the time. So I think he's going to get more pass attempts in this game as well and just have some massive games. So some cool insight you can see over here on Outlier, but definitely like Goff over here. And then we're going to be pairing him with his favorite target, obviously, is Amon-Ra St. Brown, over 74.5 yards. Thought this would be higher after back-to-back games with 102 yards, only 71 in the first game, but he's been honestly kind of banged up. They've been talking about the last few weeks, so hopefully he's back to full strength now. It seems like he should be, and be in store for a massive game with Goff in this one, and I really like Amon-Ra pairing with Goff for this game. In Amon-Ra's last 10 games, he's hit this in 6 of those 10 games. And I just think this is a really good spot for him and Goff. So going to be taking him. And I'm going to go to the rookie tight end as well. I saw that they had him at 4.5 receptions. I would take the under on that, but receiving yards at 43.5, I think we could take the over. He's really his second favorite target now. When we saw Reynolds get 0 stats last game, and then Jameson Williams is not back yet. So for right now, Laporta seems like the second option. I think that 43.5 is a bit steep, but I think he's going to cover it. But I think we could see this one drop even lower, but that's going to be my 5th pick. If we come look at Laporta over here, this one opened up at 43.5, so we might see it drop down a bit, and we can wait to take this one. We saw it hit 41.5, 42.5, so if it drops down, we could definitely take it. But he obviously hit this in his last 2 games, has been getting more and more involved. Last game had 8 catches on 11 targets, pretty crazy. Then 5 catches on 6 targets the game before that, and then 5 for 5. So really high percentage of these targets he's catching, and has just upped his yardage every single week. So definitely like Laporta in this one as well, stacking with Goff. So if you guys are looking to join the Discord and win big, like we'll be helping a ton of people win big over here in the Discord, definitely consider signing up. Less than $1 per day, but remember, we do have promo going right now for a limited time. Just type in 10 back, all one word, and you're going to get $10 off. So it's going to be $15.50 per day for the month. So get over here. It'll be linked down below and also the pinned comment. Now let's just do a quick recap of the pick for you guys to consider for Thursday. We got Laporta and Amon-Ra, taking them both on the over. His 2 favorite targets for Goff going over, so an obvious stack in pairing here. Expect a big game from Detroit. Like I said, I think it's going to be something like 28-20. Over is going to hit, and the Lions are going to cover this spread. They're going to have to score a good amount against Green Bay, who's surprisingly pretty good, getting some weapons back. They're getting Aaron Jones back and probably Christian Watson, it looks like. So I think that's going to be less targets and catches for Jaden Reed. Also, just a ton of other options. Romeo Doubs, the tight end Musgrave, and another rookie even in this offense. So I think under 3 is a pretty good bet. And then Jordan Love over on the rushing yards. He's going to do whatever it takes to try to win this game, come back. He's been smashing the over on rushing yards past 2 games, so I like these picks. If you guys enjoyed this one, consider signing up for the Discord here. Also, check out Outlier over here if you're interested in this. They have a free trial going on right now. Subscribe to the channel and check out the MLB video that's launching on Thursday morning for the Thursday games in the MLB. And I'll see you guys in the next video.